Welcome back. In the previous class, we have seen how to do input and output. Today, we'll discuss about what are strings in a much more detailed manner. Strings are probably the most important kind of data type which is there in C++, and we're doing a detailed class on it because of its importance. Now first we'll see what the string means. So string, the definition of string is simple. We call it as a collection of characters. Collection of characters, right? So it can be any characters, whether it's a special character, normal character, alphabets, numbers, anything. But here you have to note this, that it should be either inside double quotes or inside single quotes. Generally, to make it simple, we don't use single quote when you're using strings. We do it only with characters, but there is no hard and fast rule that you have to use this or you have to use that, whichever you feel better. But generally, when you will see the program, you'll see the double quotes on. Now, how do we write a string? For example, let's say somebody's name is there, John. Now, John, we are writing in double quotes and it is a collection of characters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 characters are there. So it is a string, right? If I write here 413, this is also a string. It's not a number because it is under the double quotes, right? If I write only 4 and give a single like this is a character. This is not a string. It is not collection of characters. It's a single character. So that difference you have to understand, right? But there are certain operations when we have to do in strings. Okay, but before operations, we have to know that whenever you're doing strings, okay, this thing is not necessary in all compilers, but some compilers gives error if you don't give this. So we have to give a header file for strings. We write include string.h. This is the header file we have to put when you're starting a string program if you want to use functions from the string library. Okay, and that also I will show you what kind of functions are available in the string library. That also I will show you. So let's understand with the help of the program that how string works. So I'm currently in the platform and let me give the header file first. So as I said, it will be string. So I've included the header file, though it is not necessary on this compiler, which I know that I have using this compiler for a very long time, but still you have to make a habit that you have to include this, okay, because you never know which compiler will give the error. So let's take an input and output and simply print it. So I'll write here string name. So I've made a variable name and with the data type string, and let's take an input cout, enter your name. Cin name. Now, generally, when you're taking string inputs using Cin, you will face a problem. Okay, that problem also I will show you. Let me first print the name. Your name is. So let's run the code. So it's asking me a name. Let's type John and press enter. As you can see, it's giving me the correct answer, John. Now, let me tell you what is actually the problem of using Cin, right? So if I run the code one more time, let's type a name. My name is, let's type Carl John William. So this is a full name of some person. I've typed this, and if I press enter, can you see the problem that it is only giving me Carl, right? It is not going after the gap. So that is a big problem of Cin. Okay, if you're using Cin, you cannot put a full name or you cannot put something with gaps, right? So how to fix this? So for fixing this, we have one string function. Okay, that will take a lot of memory if you compare with Cin, but it will work for full name also. So let me first comment the Cin. And I would write here, the function name is called as getLine. And since it's a function, we will give bracket like this. Okay, this is how we write functions. Okay, name of the function and then 2 brackets. And inside here, first I will write Cin, comma, the variable. So variable is name and give a semicolon. Now if I run the code, so let's type the same name again, Carl John William. So as you can see now, that it is giving us the full name. So that is the advantage of using getLine. Though it is a function, it takes a lot of memory or a lot of resources, but it will give you the desired result. Now, let me show you something else over here. Now, let's say if I write here the variable, let's write string first name and string last name. So 2 variables I have made, which is the string first name and string last name. So I will take the input cout, enter your first name, Cin first name, cout, enter your second name, or the last name also we can write. Cin last name. So I've taken the input for the first name and the last name, and now I will display it. So I'll write string full name equal to first name plus, let me give a gap here, and then last name. If I print this, you're going to see that it's asking me 2 names. So I've typed John William, and as you can see, it's giving me the full name now with the gap as well. So I can take one string and I can take another string and I can connect them. This connection of 2 strings is called as concatenation. This word you have to remember. When 2 strings are joined together, we call it as concatenation. Okay. And there is one more operation which I can show you here is that I can write the length of the name is, I can use a function which is called as dot length. So as you can see, this is the function. Okay, this will give me the length of the name. So if I run the code right now, and if I type the same name again, John William, so length is 12. Right. So these things also you can do over here. Moreover, you can do certain operations which you have already learned before. Okay, from the operators section. Those operations are also applicable in the strings. Now for now, this will be it. You don't have to know too much if you're just now a beginner right now in strings. You will get high-end programs as well from strings. We'll make different programs for different topics, and will beginners, post beginners, then advanced, very advanced. So there you will see a bit more operations from the string library, and how you can use those functions. In here, if you have any doubt, you can put down in the comment section. I will try to help you out as fast as possible. So that will be it for today, and we'll discuss something new in the next session.